Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 components to unlocking the secrets to manifesting your dream life. This is the most powerful principle to understanding how to manifest clearly. And that is that life is a mirror. You're going to want to stay tuned until the end because the information I'm going to be sharing with you in this video is absolutely going to change your life. Not just change it, but transform it for you to ultimately become a master of your life. But before I go into that, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do click that subscribe button. Your support on my channel really, really does mean the absolute world to me. And also know that I do offer a variety of one-on-one coaching solutions with me, email coaching, which is on sale until the 31st of December 2022 with 50% off, personally designed subliminal videos, programs, and self-study courses, all to guide you to manifesting a life that you are desiring. I'm now scheduling sessions, even with me, for the new year. And you can find out more about when I am available and all of the steps to having sessions with me on my website. Or like I said, if you can't wait that long, then I do have email coaching that is available and that is on sale, as I said. So if you want to know all about that or find out more about me, just click the links below, or you can email me if you have any questions about any of the services that I provide at natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. Okay, let's get back to this video. What I'm going to be sharing with you using this powerful principle that life is a mirror is exactly how I was able to leave my job in the corporate world, which I was so miserable in. And I was feeling so stuck in my life, in fact, in all areas of my life. And how using that principle, I was able to grow a rapidly growing, successful coaching business and YouTube channel, finally doing what I am passionate about, which is so incredibly fulfilling, I have to say, to becoming a financially abundant person, changing my identity, loving myself, and to finally having love and kindness all around me. And all because I used this principle that life is a mirror. And by understanding and applying this principle to, you can too. You can transform your life. So when you grasp and apply these 4 components that I'm going to be sharing with you, you will be able to transform your life and become a master at your life too. So let's get back to basics by understanding what this is. What does life is your mirror actually mean? Your outer reality is a true reflection of your true beliefs. Everything that is happening outside of you is a reflection of your true dominant beliefs. What your current circumstances are is a reflection of your true dominant beliefs about you, people, money, love, relationships. Everything that you are currently experiencing outside of you is a reflection of what is actually going on within you. Your internal reality, your beliefs, your thoughts that you consistently focus on is reflected outside of you. And this is what NevilleGoddard talks about. So what generally happens is that people think that they need to change that mirror by changing what is outside of them instead of what is actually standing in front of the mirror. And that is you. What you are wanting to do, if you want to change what is reflecting to you from your outer reality, is you're wanting to change what you're presenting to that mirror. What you're wanting to do is change your outer reality by influencing the change within. So by turning within yourself and focusing on influencing the change within, instead of focusing your attention on what is happening outside of you, you will then become that version of you that is the change you are wanting to see outside of you too. So by using these powerful tools within you, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, visualizing, using your imagination to influence the change, using what is inside of you will create the change you are wanting to see outside of you, out there, the change that will then create a new reflection, a new outer reality. So let's get to these 4 four components to this, understanding this powerful principle that life is a mirror, to shaping and molding the life you currently see reflected to you, to the life you desire to experience, to create what it is that you are wanting. So let's start with point number one. Your mirror, what is reflected to you, is shaped on how you see yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you see the world. If you see yourself as, let's say, not worthy or not good enough, the reflection of this from the mirror, also known as your reality, will simply reflect this to you. So if you say, you know, for example, I can't earn that amount of money, or I can't have that job, or I can't be a business person, or I'm not good enough to be loved, or no one likes me, the reflection will agree to this and show you this to be true for you. So the mirror that you are presented with basically is based on your dominant beliefs about yourself, how you are viewing things in the world. Maybe you tell yourself now isn't the right time to leave your job, or to start a new business, or to move into that new relationship, or to get that pay rise. Whatever it is you are holding as a dominant belief, the world will show you, yes, you are right, by showing you what is happening in the world that aligns to your story. It will create circumstances, it will create obstacles based on this belief, or on a variety of your beliefs. What you hold true about yourself and the world is your reflection. So how do you change this? Get that pen and paper, guys. Maybe pause the video, get that pen and paper. You change this by creating a new identity about yourself and how you are viewing the world. So how do you do this? This is very simple, and this is something that I've shared in countless videos. You get clear on what it is that you want and where it is that you want to be. Now you've got this clarity, it's time to ask yourself, are you being someone that is aligned to the desire to be able to receive this outcome? And then based on you having this outcome and being the person with this outcome, what is then going to be how you view the world? How are you now going to see the world based on you having this outcome? So take some time and think about that. Create a list of positive affirmations that align to this new version of you, that is someone that has the outcome that you're desiring and how you see the world. Maybe you say, you know, I am good enough and worthy of having or being whatever it is that you're desiring. I am an abundant person. I am such an easy, lovable person. I am attracting all of the abundance and all of the goodness that the universe has to offer. Things come to me in abundance. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everything is always working out for me, and everything is always working out in my favor. I'm always being taken care of. I am protected and I am guided, and everything is unfolding just as it should. They're just some examples, but you can repeat these or add to this and repeat these and loop these throughout your day. So they've now become your dominant thought, and also you'll be drowning out those negative or old thoughts and beliefs that you used to have about yourself. Like I said, you can create longer affirmations about how you see yourself and how you see the world. But what I have shared is just a few examples of what you can actually use. When I began to change my mindset about my business, I did just exactly that. Even when I had no clients, even when I had very, very little money and had the thought of even losing my home, I simply wrote down some affirmations about who I was and what the outcome was going to be. And I did not allow the fact of my current mirror, that current reflection, to control my outcome any longer or stop me. I dug deep and I remained faithful to this new version of me and my new story about the world. Now, my business depends on me making YouTube videos. But, you know, when I started, my God, I was so nervous But I took that leap of faith and I put myself out there. And just doing this has transformed myself from who I used to be to who I am now. My identity has changed. How I conduct myself now, how I see myself is completely different to how I did then. You know, I am not even recognizable to that version of me any longer. I used to believe that, you know, being in the corporate world was the only way that I could possibly make any money. And I was feeling so trapped at that time. I changed my view of me and the world, and that transformed me and my life. So let's go to the second part of this principle of life is a mirror. So point number 2. This is all about that time lag, the delay in how you see things turning around in the way you are wanting them to. So the 3D reality, what's happening out there, has a delay. So this can take a little bit of time. And this is where some people decide to give up. But I urge you that this delay is natural, and there are things happening outside of you that you cannot see that are going to align you to your desire. So this is about remaining faithful. This is about remaining faithful to your new assumptions about yourself and the world. And if you persist in this and remain consistent, no matter what is still happening in 3D reality, this will transform. You know, for about 5 weeks, I turned my business around from living on about £10 a week for food, it's about $15 a week for food, to within 5 weeks, I was receiving over £4,000 a month. And that was just a start. And the longer I remained faithful to this story, and I still do this every single day, the more abundance I received from the universe. Yes, even when it manifested, I continued with my story and I adapted certain elements of the story as my business grew and developed. So it is remaining faithful to this new version of you and the new views you have about the world until the goal appears. And even then, it will be adapting the story to align with new goals because they will be forever changing. So see it like you're kind of like pretending. You're pretending to be this version that you are wanting to become, like you're playing a game. Have fun with it. You know, if you pretend long enough to be this new version, you will then become it. You will be that person with that new career, that successful business owner, that in that new, amazing, incredible, loving relationship, that person that is always treated so amazingly well, valued and respected by all, that abundant person, financially abundant, receiving more money than you actually even thought possible. So, who would you be if you had your desired outcome right now? And how would you be acting in the world? Again, get that pen and paper and write the answers down. The biggest lesson here is not to give up. And I know that it can be really frustrating at times when you are wanting results. And that is when people start to look outside of themselves at the 3D to confirm where they are. And that is when people lose faith in themselves and faith in it even being possible. And it's all because of the time lag. Now, you might even experience things coming in and then going again because you have wavered in your beliefs and in your doubts in what you are desiring. But that's okay. That's okay. You just have to keep remaining faithful that things are all working out. So when you see that, when you start to see things coming in and going, get yourself back aligned to the version of you and the version of the world, and being that version that you are wanting to become to experience your desired outcome in your reality. So let's move on to point number 3, which is all about the mirror reflecting the meaning you attach to the thoughts, which creates the story and not just the thought itself. So if you, for example, keep telling yourself that, you know, you're not happy in your relationship and therefore you don't love your partner anymore, or you hate your job, or, you know, you hate that you never have enough money, what will happen is you will attract more of what you don't want, more of what you are hating upon in your life. More bills will show up. You will have less money. There will be more upsets in your relationship. Maybe your boss will consistently be treating you disrespectfully, or something else like you don't like in your job showing up. when you are focused on what it is that you do want, as opposed to what you do not want, which is why there are so many successful people in the world that have what they want, because they focus on what they have, using, with gratitude and acceptance for where they are. And then what they want more of comes to them. They become even more successful, more rich and wealthy, more abundant. They experience more love, and they have the most incredible relationships because they are focusing on what they have. So if you focus on what you have and what it is that you want, and again, this is something I did with my business too. When I took the focus of what I didn't have and I put the focus on what I did have and all the amazing work that I was doing, I was then given over time in abundance what I wanted more of, based on what I was telling myself that I had. So this is a choice. And this is the difference between someone that has a lack mentality and someone that has an abundant mentality. So looking at what you have and not what is missing. So you want to focus on what you have and then what it is that you are wanting. And you will create more of that. So get clear and focus, as I said, on what you do want and what you do already have. I always come back to this, as I feel, sometimes I slip too. Sometimes I feel like I'm shifting to what, to what I didn't used to want to be in different areas of my life. So it is, again, coming back to what is your desire. What is it that you are wanting to experience? Being grateful for what you already have, thanking the universe for what you already have, and therefore then focusing on what it is you're wanting at the same time too. So the final point, number 4, this is all about how you see your reality changing by reversing what you have been doing that has been just keeping you stuck, to becoming a master at creating the reality that you are desiring to experience. Now, I want to remind you that what you're currently seeing outside of you, that reflection, is the present moment based on past thoughts. So the words I want you to hold on to here is past thoughts. This is a cycle that people can get stuck in. They see what they don't want, but what they don't want is just based on a past thought that has manifested. So if you have a pattern of having a lack mentality, hating on your job, loathing your partner, hating the bills coming in because you never have enough money, feeling trapped and stuck in a job that you hate, hating your friends because they treat you like shit, if this is you, the universe will say, okay, here you go. And it will deliver more and more of this. More bills, more lousy partners, more shite from your friends, more crap tasks in your job, and more bills. Your story will be accepted by the universe, and it will say, yes, this is you. This is true for you. And this is why you will then get more of this. So to become a master at creating the reality that you want from the idea that you have is by turning away from what is, by not looking at the 3D reality, which is what I had to do when I was living on £10 a week for food and manifesting a booming business with loads of clients. I had to turn away from what was reflecting and choose not to listen to what people were saying to me, because that just put me right back to feeling lack, and just to focus on being a master manifester, a master at creating the reality that I wanted. So turn away from what is being reflected to you, because that is just being formed, or has been formed even, and molded and shaped based on your past thoughts, on your past beliefs. Changes will happen. And yes, there is a delay, but gradually you will see things reflecting to you as you have been wanting them to. Now, whether that is about you getting more clients, more money, positive comments from your boss, being treated better by people, feeling more confident and seeing this in how you are being shown up for. Things in the areas you are focusing on will change, and you will start to see things improving. So you are only wanting to focus on what is working in your outer reality that you are wanting, and you do not put your focus on what is not currently aligned yet. The more you remain faithful to this life is a mirror principle, the more you will see your outer world transform and align to your new story, and you will become a master at creating your reality. So let's wrap this up. Point 1, life is a mirror. Your thoughts about you and the world will be reflected. Point 2, there will be a time lag, and it is your job to remain faithful, understanding that what is currently your reflection is based on past thoughts that have manifested. Point 3, the content of the story that you tell yourself will harden into fact. So what can you be grateful for in your life, and what is it that you want? And finally, to master the principle of the life is a mirror is not to give up. Turn away from what is currently being reflected. And when you start to see things align, not everything will align at once. You want to focus on what you're seeing align, and you will start to see more improvements, and you will start to experience the wins as it were, and nothing else. It's happening, and it will all come together in the time it needs to. So that is it from me today, guys. I would love your comments, and please feel free to share this as well if you feel like there are some people that you know need to hear this and to understand this, to apply this so they can transform their lives too. So yes, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that does mean the world to me. And I will be back very, very, very soon. And again, thank you so much for all of your support. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, your support, your beautiful comments I receive mean the absolute world to me. So that is it. Take care, and I will be back very, very soon.